Alright, so it's 5 a.m. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. My pre-gym meal is I'll do a single scoop of protein powder, some water, and drink that like a half an hour to an hour before I go. Get a little bit of energy in me without using any carbs, so I'm having something in my system. Alright, so we just finished a back and arm workout today. It's going to be coming soon to the channel. And right now we're putting together our breakfast. We got breakfast all ready to go. So I'm doing 3 whole eggs and 4 egg whites. And I season that with crushed red pepper flakes, ground black pepper, and parsley flakes. Doing a cup of 1 cup dry old-fashioned oatmeal, 2 tablespoons peanut butter, half a cup of blueberries, 1 banana, and then I'll add some cinnamon to taste. And then on top of that, I've also got some water and a cup of coffee today because it's been a long week. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some chicken. This is what I do once, twice a week to get all my food ready for the week. So right here I'm just doing like 5 pounds. This will last me a few days. Start out. First thing I always do is you wash the chicken. So you wash off all this extra crap and you take off the fat and the skin and all the stuff that's left behind. All right, so I gotta bend down because I can't really get my head in the shot. Now that's done, I'll show you how I make the spice. Oh, and you don't have to use these brands. It's just the general stuff that I use. Get down on the knee so I get my head in the shot. Don't have to bend over and hurt my back. So I got some chili powder I'll start off with. Then we're gonna go into some ground cayenne red pepper. I like to have a little bit of heat to it. A little bit of chicken on my forearm there. Next thing I use is ground turmeric. This stuff's great for helping out with anti-inflammatory. There's a great anti-inflammatory in my bed. So I like to season my chicken with that so I can get some in each day. And then if you're going to use ground turmeric, you want to make sure you use it with some black pepper so the turmeric will be activated. Use a fork to flip them because we don't have any tongs. While we wait for that chicken to finish cooking, I'm going to show you guys how I portion out my meals right now. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing 2.5 ounces of rice, white jasmine rice, which is like 1/4 cup, about 1.5 ounces of broccoli, and then for lunch I do 8 ounces of chicken, and then at dinner, to cut back on the cost of chicken, I'm doing 5 ounces of tuna fish instead. And so I'll put up the numbers here somewhere in the general frame of kind of the calorie count that I have at lunch. When I'm weighing out my food, I'll do it in portions. So I'll usually start out with all the rice, measure that out, make sure the scale is tared, whatever you want to call it. Just pour it in. Now it's time for the chicken. Again, I'm using the chicken for the lunch portion, so I'm going to do 8 ounces. There we go. That was a little bit big. Perfect. And last but not least, the broccoli. There we go. About 1.25 ounces. And so there's lunch for one day, all done and dusted. I'll box it up, put it in my refrigerator. It's ready to go. All right, so now it's snack time. Got 2 rice cakes with 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and a protein shake with 2 scoops of whey isolate. You can swap out the shake for egg whites if you know that's more cost effective. It's really not a big difference there. But real quick, I wanted to give you guys my biggest tips to help you get through a diet, because obviously it can be tough when you have a smaller amount of food, less amount of calories. It's tougher to get through the day. Something that I found to help me a lot is I actually watch other bodybuilders and strongmen do their cheat days. There's something about seeing somebody else eating just a crap ton of greasy food, sweets and stuff like that. Just makes me somehow feel better. It's a weird subliminal thing, but whatever it takes. And then another thing that I found that helps out a lot is to find ways to make your food taste good. I mentioned this earlier, but even as simple as putting like lemon juice or lime juice into your rice, seasoning your chicken, just something that doesn't really affect the overall food. You're not adding a bunch of extra calories like adding mayo or something, like you're just making it taste better. It's going to help you out a lot. Another tip is find something to appreciate in each meal that you eat. Find the one thing that in each meal that you're like, man, I'm excited for that thing, and focus on that. Again, that can help out a lot with being able to get through, having to eat less, having to eat specific foods. And then one thing that I sometimes do that really does help is sometimes just having a piece of fruit, like a clementine or maybe a few cherries. Just something like that in the middle of the day, just to give you a little bit of sweetness, is sometimes all you really need to keep going. Instead of going for chocolate or something like that, you get some kind of fruit in you to satisfy that sweet tooth. Those are my big tips for dieting and trying to get through. They have helped me out, and so I hope they can help you guys out as well. All right, so now it's dinner time, and here's what we whipped up earlier: 2.5 ounces of rice with 1.5 ounces of broccoli, and then about 5 to 6 ounces of tuna fish. So usually what I do with this when I'm doing tuna at night is I'll eat the broccoli first, and then I'll put some kind of sauce into the tuna and the rice and mix it all up so it gives it a little bit more flavor. Recently my roommate introduced me to this stuff, Tabasco Chipotle, which tastes kind of like barbecue sauce, but it's got no calories to it, no sugar. And yeah, it's a really good topping, so highly recommend. I'm gonna get this one down, and I'll come back for a pre-bedtime snack later. Alright, so now it's time for my pre-bedtime snack. This one's really simple. It's just 2 scoops of casein protein powder and water. You want to use the casein specifically before bed because it's a slow metabolizing protein, so your body can burn it slowly overnight the whole time you're sleeping. Again, same thing as with the protein shake I said earlier. You can swap out the protein shake for egg whites if you want to do that. Egg whites are actually a great source of casein as well, so that works out perfectly. That's what I eat in a day, 4 weeks out. I'm probably going to change it up pretty soon actually. Probably decrease the amount of protein that I'm eating. Starting next week, starting on Monday. Getting into crunch time now, 4 weeks out, and I'm excited, and I hope that you guys are too. And yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. If you do, like I said earlier, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.